What Regina Daniels brought to Ned Nwoko's life. When people talk about Regina Daniels and Ned Nwoko, they often reduce their relationship to wealth and youth, a millionaire marrying a much younger actress. But if you look beneath the surface, you'll realize Regina didn't just marry into comfort. She shifted the energy, image, and social currency of Ned Nwoko's entire life. Before Regina, Ned was known mainly in political and legal circles. Respected, yes, but largely anonymous to pop culture. His name didn't ring out beyond Delta State's corridors of power. He was the kind of man people knew of but didn't talk about. Regina changed that. She introduced him to a completely different audience, the mainstream, youth-driven public. Almost overnight, he went from a discreet Delta billionaire to a daily trending topic. Through her, he became part of Nigeria's social conversation. In doing so, she rebranded him, not through corporate PR, but through her magnetic personality and cultural influence. Her personality also softened him. Before her, Ned's aura was that of a distant patriarch, the type who exudes quiet power but little warmth. Regina's presence changed that completely. Through her openness, humor, and affection online, she made him appear human, emotionally expressive, and even playful. Her social media presence projected a softer, more relatable image, one that turned a once intimidating figure into a man who could smile for the camera, dance with his wife, and play with his children. That's soft power, the kind that doesn't come from money, but from emotional connection and perception. Regina also became a bridge between generations. She represents a digital era driven by media, expression, and relatability, while Ned belongs to the old world of political structure and traditional wealth. Their union merged those two worlds, and the results were almost immediate. She connected him to a younger audience that lives online, creating visibility in an age where attention equals influence. Ned Nwoko became not just a politician or a businessman, but a brand. And the proof of that transformation is visible in his political journey. He had reportedly contested several times and lost, despite his resources and influence. But after his marriage to Regina, with their love story saturating the media, things changed. Their union became a cultural moment that drew massive attention and criticism because Regina was only 18 and Ned was in his 60s. When he ran this time, she was by his side, not quietly but actively, campaigning on the trail with him, attending rallies, smiling for photos, turning politics into performance. That entire period was highly publicized and carefully staged for the right optics. She brought glamour, charm, and public sympathy, qualities that money alone couldn't buy. And it worked. He finally won. That outcome supported what many observed. Regina Daniels didn't just change his online image, she shifted his fortune. Beyond politics, she also became the centerpiece of his public life. While Ned has other wives, Regina's visibility and prominence effectively repositioned her as the face of his family. She accompanied him to official events, charity functions, and state occasions, always front and center. The others faded quietly into the background. Because Regina had the online clout, it was intentional. Every public moment became curated to highlight the youthful, glamorous image that Regina embodied. She became the family's ambassador, his mirror to the world. Through Regina, Ned also acquired something money couldn't buy: modern relevance. She gave him a digital facelift, polished photos, coordinated appearances, family portraits, lifestyle storytelling. Suddenly, he wasn't just a wealthy man. He was a narrative, a lifestyle, an example of how influence evolves with image. So when people say Regina Daniels married for money, he married her for digital clout. Ned Nwoko may have provided the wealth, but Regina provided the narrative. She infused his world with youth, vitality, and visibility. She gave him emotional depth, social media dominance, and cultural relevance, things that money and political experience alone could never buy. In return, he gave her structure, stability, and legacy. Or so it seemed, until now.